Hello guys, welcome to our brand new KuCoin series, Margin Trading Tutorial for Beginners. Here, we'll explain everything you need to know about margin trading on KuCoin, from the basic key definitions and how to do trade, how to avoid the common mistakes. So hopefully, by watching our full sessions, you'll be able to do margin trading more efficiently on KuCoin. In our first session, we'll start by explaining the basics of KuCoin margin trading. Everything I'll explain today is a must learn, as a lot of KuCoin users sometimes get confused about the key definitions and features of margin trading. Once you get clear from the beginning, you'll be able to know how to trade and how to control risks. So let's get started. So before we start margin trading, we first need to understand the concept of this term. Margin trading enables a trader to borrow cryptos and trade with leverages to amplify profits without having to actually hold the capital required to open the position. And to open a margin trading position, we need to first put some collateral in our margin account as our initial margin in order to cover the potential loss we may encounter when trading with leverages. A leverage means how we can multiply our position. For instance, KuCoin allows a maximum of 5x leverages for cross margin and 10x leverages for isolated margin. In other words, when we trade with 5x leverage, our exposure and gains will be multiplied by 5 times. When we do margin trading, instead of buying or selling the tokens like spot trading, we're actually speculating on the relative performance of the two tokens by either longing or shorting a specific crypto trading pair. So what is a long position? A long position is taken by a trader who thinks the price of a digital asset will rise in value, while going short is the opposite. A trader will open a short position if they believe a crypto asset will fall in value. And due to market volatility, if the market goes sharply against your margin position, then liquidation will be triggered, and the assets in the margin account will be sold to repay the loan when the debt ratio reaches 97%. The debt ratio is the number that reflects the proportion of your liability. Therefore, to avoid forced liquidation and loss of your collateral, it is vital to keep your debt ratio less than 97%. Besides, at KuCoin margin, sometimes people get confused because users do not need to set leverages on their own, as the system will calculate your eligible leverage level based on your debt ratio. So it is important to first know how to calculate your debt ratio. The equation of how to calculate is already shown on the page, which is our total liability, the margin borrowings plus accrued interest divided by the total assets in your corresponding margin account. So we can see that margin trading requires a bit of higher market sensitivity and more advanced level settings to avoid liquidation risks. But don't worry, because everyone can do margin trading, and we're just here to help you do the correct and efficient trading. Next, let's look at the two types of margin trading available on KuCoin, cross margin and isolated margin. So first, let's look at the features of cross margin. All your crypto assets in the cross margin account are shared by all positions. So you can think of it as a general margin account that utilizes all your margin account balances to avoid liquidations. So each user can only open one cross margin account, and all trading pairs are available in this account. So the debt ratio in the cross margin account is calculated according to the total asset value and liability in your cross margin account. KuCoin will check the debt ratio of the cross margin account and notify you when the additional margin is needed or closing positions are required. Next, let's look at the isolated margin, and you can immediately tell the difference. Each trading pair has an independent isolated margin account. So for instance, in the BTC USDT trading pair isolated margin account, only BTC and USDT are accessible, and the position is independent for each trading pair. The isolated margin's debt ratio is calculated solely in each isolated account based on the asset and liability in each account. So risk is also isolated in each isolated margin account. Once the liquidation happens, it will not affect the other positions. As we are approaching the end of the tutorial, I'll just summarize the benefits of margin trading and share some tips on how to reduce margin trading risks. With leverage trading, traders can open a bigger position than they could with their actual account holdings to amplify their profits. And KuCoin margin trading offers more diversified tokens than our futures trading. You can follow KuCoin's official announcement, as we will keep updating the available trading pairs. Margin trade uses spot trade without premium, which means it is not easily influenced by market volatility within extreme market conditions. Besides, KuCoin offers margin trading with a low fee. Finally, here are 3 top tips for a margin trading beginner. First, traders should start with a small trading position with lower leverages, and progressively we can increase our trade size when we get more familiar and experienced. And always check the debt ratio in your margin account to avoid forced liquidations. And the last one, do your own research on your targeted margin trading pair, including the asset volatility and liquidity. I hope you are now clear about what is KuCoin margin trading by spending your time to watch our content today. In our next session, we'll start the first trading process by learning how to open a margin trading account on KuCoin and start transferring our assets to the cross-margin account and isolated margin account. Thanks for your time, and if you like our content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the KuCoin YouTube channel to help our channel grow. You can also leave us a comment below to let us know what you would like to see in our future videos in the margin trading tutorial series. Thanks for your time and happy trading on KuCoin. I'll see you next time.